I'm Tammy Negus.
And I'm Oscar Negus.
I'm Wendy.
And I'm Oscar Negus. And we're
Legendairy farmers from Tutton, Western Australia.
We are people running businesses. We're not people in a check shirt and overalls with a bit of straw hanging out of our mouth all the time. You know, it's sort of, it is one of those industries, like everything else, that we have to be pretty savvy in a lot of areas to compete.
I like to do things right if I can. I like to feed cows properly. If we're growing plants, we like to do them properly. And usually, if you do something properly, most of the time it's the most profitable. And at the end of the day, dairying is the most profitable out of all the types of farming. It still is, if you do it right.
I milk the fresh cows 3 times a day at the moment because you get 15 to 20% extra production out of those cows in doing so. So at the moment, the figures stack up for us to do that. Yeah, so the last few years we have spent a bit of money on machinery as well and invested some capital in that. One thing was a feed mixer upgrade. Growing maize or corn for silage is a major part of our program now, and it's just a hell of a versatile feed source, and we just noticed the positive response in the cows. And in doing so, we also bought our own corn harvester, which does the normal pasture silage as well.
Because it is a reasonable sized business, we employ quite a few full-time, part-time, casual staff. It's quite a job to keep control of everybody, to be hiring, to be retaining, to be rewarding. Also a lot of industrial relations laws. We're always we need to keep it compliant.
Yeah, well, several years ago I realised that as we were getting bigger we didn't have enough control over things that were happening. I researched to find somebody that could help us do an OH&S plan, and we've ended up putting in systems for most of the jobs and procedures for when we take new staff on, and policies for things really help because there's no emotion. If somebody needs to know something, that's our policy, and that's been a really good thing we did.
And when we have a staff meeting, we start on a positive and we cover all the negative things that might have happened during the week or during the fortnight, and then we finish on a positive. We have a raffle and most people go home with something.
A bottle of wine or a bottle of homemade jam or something like that.
Yeah, and that just keeps the morale up.
We're so fortunate to have that great family working relationship, and we all get on really well, and I think that inspires me to keep going because the next generation is really taken care of.
Well, succession's really important. It's important in life and also very important in the dairy industry. So we've talked about it as a family, and we have got a bit of a plan in place.
And you have to structure and you have to work on structuring your business so that it's going to be able to support the next generation. If you're not doing that, then your business is destined to close down. It's really important that the business is going to grow and the people are going to grow with it. And there's a future for the next generation. Then they'll have their heart and soul in it.